Hi everyone, I'm Jeremy Walker and my healing journey started back in 2007. I was living at Airlie Beach at the time and had chronic fatigue. Every day I'd wake up and my body was sore, I had gut problems, I was lethargic, tired, and by 9, 10 a.m. every day I just felt like going back to bed. That prompted me to just delve further into researching texts on health, healing and behaviour. And along the way I found a little book called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. There was a little line in there that really stood out for me. It said, every single person hates themselves at some level, and I thought, well, that's a bit weird. I don't hate myself. I was doing this self-love thing. But sure enough, within a couple of days, I did something deliberately, by my own choice, which ended up having a negative consequence. So I thought, what is that? I deliberately did something that was likely to cause me pain. I thought, is that self-hate thing that she was talking about? So this happened a couple more times over the course of a week, and I thought, man, I was doing it. I was doing something deliberately to myself that was likely to cause me pain. So from that day I decided to only do things to myself from a place of self-love and not from any other place. And that dramatically changed my life. When my body was requiring water, I gave it water. When it was requiring other things, I did for myself, only coming from that place of self-love. In 2009, a couple of years later, I moved to Brisbane and started my career as a hypnotherapist and psychosomatic therapist and Demartini method facilitator. And in that time, I discovered Ayurvedic nutrition. I was still suffering from some fatigue at that time, lethargy and achy joints and those sort of things. She actually recommended I go off all sugar and processed foods and meat for a period of time. After 5 days of following this strict diet initially, my energy levels more than doubled. And something really interesting that happened as my system got clearer and clearer, all these animals would just come up to me and want to be around me and want me to pat them and so on. There was even an instance at the beach where a dog was several hundred metres away and it just ran up all the way to me from all that distance just to get a couple of pats on the head, because it was obviously sensing something different in my energy, and I was certainly feeling that as well. But again, it always comes back to that self-love side of things. Am I coming from that place of love to myself and love to others? Or am I coming from that place of a fear-based thing, worried about what would happen, instead of giving myself what I'm really looking for? Something I focus on a lot in my life as well now is which authority am I listening to when making a decision? Am I listening to an old parent structure, media structure, or some other type of authority, or am I listening to my own body's natural authority? Listening to my heart, listening to my gut instinct, and listening to my mind and intellect as well. So really through the course of my life, it's been a journey just coming back home, coming back to my body, and coming back to the heart and that place of self-love. And that's something that's dramatically changed and transformed the quality of my life, and I know that will be something I'll keep with me for the rest of my life. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to chatting with you and meeting many of you soon.